Hello, I'm Jordy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are checking out the EO2 system. Very cool system, engineering to enable you to attach two things together, really. And in this case, it's how I attach my Pelican case to the back of my Suzuki DR650 SE motorcycle. I decided I really wanted a Pelican case to carry all of my camera gear and keep it safe, waterproof. They call it like waterproof, bomb-proof, lockable. So I wanted to use a Pelican case. I thought it would be the most indestructible way to safely transport my valuable, precious camera gear. The challenge then becomes, how do you securely attach a Pelican case to your bike? And then you also wonder, okay, if I'm going to do that, can I remove it? Do you want to permanently attach it to the bike, or do you want it removable? That's where the EO2 system and its brilliance comes in. I'm excited to make this video because I just think it's a great solution. I haven't road tested it for thousands of miles. I've probably ridden hundreds with it. I mean, that's not a lot, but that's something. I know there are other reviews out there. People have been using it for years. That's what made up my mind for me, is watching some other videos, reading some other stories of people being really, really happy with the EO2 system and saying that they had logged many miles with it and had never had a problem. So the way it works is it has two pieces of extruded aluminum that fit together, clamp together, and you could attach anything to anything, really. They market it as attaching, oftentimes with Pelican cases, really, and photographers, you could mount it to your wall. Like if you want to have it in your garage, mount a Pelican case or something to your wall. People mount them to the top of their 4x4s, trucks, or even like ATVs to carry gear. It could carry hunting gear, could carry photography, camera gear. Again, in my case, my camera gear. So I'm going to pause now. I got to switch the microphone around, and then we will take a closer look at exactly how the EO2 system works, and I'll tell a little bit more about how it's constructed and what it's all about. But I'm really happy with the system. So far, so good. I'm planning to take it halfway around the world, so I hope it hangs in there, and I expect it to. And okay, back in a second with more information. Hey, and we are back. You can see my Pelican case mounted on the back of my Suzuki DR650 2022 Suzuki DR650 SE. If you want to hear more, see more, hear more, learn more about this whole bike, there's a whole mod video you can go back and check out. There's also a video on this Yankro fairing. Incredible design, brilliant work of art. But today we're here to talk about this piece of brilliance, the EO2 system, and how I've attached my Pelican case to it. So let's look around the back here. We might get a little bit shadowed, but I think we'll be able to see. And I meant to have a tripod, but I don't today. So I'm going to have to do several things at the same time. So this is looking up the bottom of the Pelican case. You might be able to see, okay, two pieces of aluminum, silver aluminum, and between them is the EO2 system. Now, don't worry, I'm going to take it apart so you can see it more closely. But you see there a lock. That is the lock that secures it so that it cannot come off. So here we go. I will unlock it. And it's one of those round kind of alarm style locks. Okay, so now I've unlocked it. And what's really cool is that if you try to pull this straight up, you won't be able to pull it off. I think they have a video online where there's a man suspended from a forklift, lifts a case up off the ground, and the man hangs off the case and it does not come apart. However, it does easily come apart just by hitting it from the back, and it will dislodge it. Again, I don't have a tripod, so let's try to do this and make it work. Okay, I stopped to turn the bike around so I could have better light and you could see better of what's happening. Again, here's the lock that I have now unlocked. There's a little cover on it, which is nice. Doesn't really stay put on mine because of this aluminum that I have installed on the bottom of my Pelican case. So that aluminum is secured all the way through the Pelican case and bolted on the inside. And here, let's pop it off now. That's what I wanted to show you. So you can just easily pop it off by hitting it on the underside like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry, hard to do because I don't have a tripod. So boom. Normally I'd be using two hands and that would be much more of a smooth process, but I don't. I have just one hand right now and the other's holding this camera. So I'm just turning it over there on my seat. You can see EO2 system, Rayomar Enterprises, made in the USA. EO2 stands for easy on, easy off. Easy on, easy off, EO2 squared. So again, you see this top extruded aluminum plate attached to this other sheet of aluminum, which is bolted into my Pelican case. Kind of had to improvise a little bit to securely attach the EO2 system to the Pelican case. It was hard to attach it directly onto the case itself, so I had to improvise with that extra piece of aluminum. Now on the bottom, here is the bottom plate, also with a piece of aluminum added to attach to my rack, which I forget who my rack is by. I think it's made by Moose Racing, actually. Just a real square, rectangular rack. And it was, again, hard to just attach this EO2 plate, the bottom plate, directly onto that rack. So needed to improvise and attach this aluminum plate and then bolt on the EO2 bottom plate. So those two things line up. This groove right here goes on the underside of this groove, and then you pull it back down and over and it latches under that, and then the lock puts down a pin that completely prevents it from doing what I did, which was, popping it off. Let's see here. You can see the lock go down. That then goes over this lip and completely prevents it from, being able to be pulled up. There's also, as you might notice, grommets, screws, whatever you want to call these exactly, that prevent this top rail from sliding, off. Although doesn't really slide. It's attached securely and doesn't really slide at all that I've detected. So that's that. Let's see if we can put this back on, and I'll show reattaching it. Okay, we're back. I want to see if I can show you reattaching it, combining it, attaching the two sides. But again, I just have one hand, so unfortunately it's challenging for me, but hopefully I can make this work and you can see how this goes. So again, you see this lip on the top plate is going to go under the lip of the bottom plate, like so. Boom, I got it. And then attached, you can see this isn't going anywhere. You can see how I said this rail here can't slide because of this grommet. Same with on the other side. And now when I lock it, let's get the key here. I'll show you again the pin coming down. Oh, actually, you just have to push it in. Well, you can't see. Oh, maybe you can see down in there. Can you see down in there and see the pin? Anyway, the pin comes between the two plates, and this isn't going anywhere. You can see shaking. Oh, I don't want to drop my bike, but there it is, secured on. Pelican case. This is a 1610, if you're interested. It's a big case. I needed it to fit my entire camera backpack in it. But the other cool thing about it that I liked and kind of measured for this size is I'm riding with an Arai XT4 helmet, and I can put my helmet in there and lock it because I have a Cardo Pack Talk on it, and I can lock my helmet away in there. This Pelican case has two holes, slots for adding a lock, four clasps that go around to really clasp it down, and then if I want to lock it, I just put two padlocks on. So again, the EO2 system, brilliant engineering, solved my problem, allows me to attach a Pelican case to the back of my Suzuki DR650 to keep my camera gear safe and secured. And like I said, it's not permanent, so I can take the Pelican case off the bike and carry that separately, or I could, as I said, I'm going to keep my camera backpack in it, so I could leave the case attached and just take the camera backpack out of it, and then there won't be anything valuable in there anymore. So either way, I can take the case off. Again, I'll try to show that one more time. Very easy. See if I can do it. Boom. And it pops right off. The EO2 system. I'm going to come back in 1 second and tell you a little bit more about the EO2 system that I've read from their website, just a few more details of its construction and things like that. But brilliant system, very pleased with it, highly recommended thus far. The final things that I have to say about the EO2 system, as I've learned from their website, is that it is waterproof, trail tough, adaptable, very solid. It's black, anodized aluminum. And anodized meaning it's coated with a thick protective layer, which is actually done through an electrolytic process. So it's thick, anodized, black, extruded aluminum, made by Rayomar Enterprises, made in the USA. Thank you, EO2. And there you have it, folks. A great solution for attaching a Pelican case or other kind of cases to anything really. A wall, a motorcycle, an ATV, a truck. Thanks for watching my video. Please comment below if you have any questions. If you have any comments, if you have any thoughts, be happy to try to help you. But this is what's working for me, and I look forward to many miles with it. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Jordy over and out.